I was a part of the Selma Montgomery March. I had actually directed the Selma project in 1963, but when SNCC decided it wanted to set up a beachhead in Montgomery, Alabama, in advance of the Selma March, I decided I would work with them on that, and came into Selma, and there was a man by the name of Jim Foreman. And Foreman, seeing me, said, "Ah, man, you came in just in time." Well, I think he had said that to many other people, but in the same way and in similar situations. He said, "We need to have someone carry these group of people downtown to the State House, to the street in front of the State House, and present a petition on behalf of the people of Alabama for the right to vote." So then, this group of people that were assigned to me, I marched with to the state capitol. And we held up our petition, tried to enter the state capitol, were rejected and surrounded by state troopers, and finally arrested at a certain point and sent not to jail, but to Kilby Prison. When we got to Kilby Prison, the first thing they did was to take us into a huge holding cell as big as a gymnasium, where there were cots, there were mattresses on the floor, but no blankets. And these 200 people were then ushered into this crowded place. And within minutes, they threw in about 5 to 6 blankets and no more. So everybody rushed up to get a blanket, and there was a kind of a dispute over the blankets. I thought I was still in leadership, so what I did was I said, if I considered myself a man, we were all male, I would not take a blanket until everybody had a blanket, right? And then I did my little eye contact, which is sneaky, and I said it again. And then people came up and put the blankets at the front of the jail. And then I asked them to fold them up and place them outside the cell, which they did. And then to the anguish of the guards who had thrown them in to see what we were going to do, then we settled back to our mattresses. And I went up and said that we would hold to the guards, we would hold them responsible for our health, because it had been cool. This was March. Within about an hour, they brought in blankets for everybody. And also, we were assured that they had blankets for people who were on the other side. And so we were able to have an early victory that pulled the people together. Of course, I would have stayed to help out and to learn from that situation, except that I ended up in solitary in the county jail for the rest of the period that the march was coming in. SNCC people felt not that they could do anything or that they could do anything. They felt that they should do things. And they had such a conviction for it that any good argument, for instance, a beating or an assault, a confrontation, a police surrounding, or whatever it was, that they felt that they could go into it and they could come out of it. Now, this is for men and women. It was for young and old, the young SNCC people and the older SNCC veterans. They all had the same basic attitude, that if it had to do with something that they felt was right, that they were willing to move forward.